the idea of the two different worlds. You know, the girl who lives in the village, who goes to a local school, who, you know, whose family have lived there all their lives too, but they don't really know this family who live in the house. They know who they are.
They know of them.
They know of them, but their two worlds don't often meet, except for on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
When the Heaney family, as I called them, as a nod to the man himself, of course, Ben Heaney's family throw open their doors of this magnificent home of theirs every Christmas Eve, and they have a party. And it's when Lou Doherty she's of an age where she's allowed to go to the party for the first time. And her and Ben have this lovely first encounter that sparks off a relationship that will span so many years. And then when we meet them in the book, it's about 20 years later, and their lives have completely taken different directions. But Ben's family have decided to bring this party back, and Lou's back in town, and their paths are going to cross again to bring it together in 2 weeks. So Balahi became a character in itself.
It did, yeah.
And the more I got to know it, and the more I got to know the people, it just became a complete delight. And then I discovered Katie's Cottage.
Oh, the iconic Katie's Cottage. Yes, it's a landmark.
It really is. And that was purely accidental as well, because like I said again, I love writing about cottages in Donegal by the sea. And I totally abandoned that idea, and I was writing about the big house and the village life. But then I came across Katie's Cottage, and I was like, right, now this has got to be in the story. So I contacted Mary, who owns the cottage.
Yeah.
And she took me down and showed me around it, and like the rest is history.
The rest is in the book.
It's in the book, yeah, it's in the book. Yeah. So that's where Lou lives in the story.
It just, you know, and that's what I mean. Like, and all of those iconic landmarks in Balahi have written in, even like Ballascullion House, where we're at today, where the Heaney family live, you know, and it's so regal. And then you have Katie's Cottage, and you know, I really loved the way you brought in, because you have history, you have culture, you have community, all written in there, even in the way that you brought Doc's Bar into it, and the tap house, and you know, I could think, well, I've eaten in there, you know, I go down there, you know, and I have my lovely dinner, and you know, all of those things. And that's what I mean about the authenticity of it. You captured really what the very essence of the place in the novel there. And I thought, my goodness me, this is phenomenal. It's the first time I've ever read a book where I felt like I was immersed in it, that I was living it. It was absolutely wonderful.
I think that's the joy I've discovered of using real places.